ready to the countdown.
Hey everyone.
Hi.
What's up, Molly?
That pumpkin. Hang on, let me. I know, baby. I'm gonna let you go in a second. Oh, okay. Oh my God. What a rabbit fur. Look at you. Guess what?
Aw.
Guess what? You're turning 1 tomorrow. Happy birthday, baby.
Aw. That's the boy, right?
Yeah, that's my boy. He has been with me for half a year now.
Okay.
And yeah, I am thinking about registering them as EMAs, emotional ESAs, sorry, emotional support animals, so that they might have easier way of traveling with me.
Okay.
But
That would be
but
awesome.
yeah,
That would be awesome. And so,
Spence, you're really quiet.
Emma,
yeah.
Yeah.
I should have actually sound check instead of ate, eating food. Can you hear me?
You can, but you're really quiet compared to Molly.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
That's better, yeah.
Am I like
Very
super
much.
loud though now?
No.
Oh, okay, because sometimes when I hear the playback, I'm like, and I'm like over everybody else.
I'm like that in the makeup chats. I'm like, telling you.
Okay, so welcome everybody to our stream. It is Pumpkin's birthday. It is Chessa's. It's Pumpkin, right? Is his
Yeah.
name Pumpkin? Pumpkin's birthday. It's Chessa's birthday, and it is my 17th wedding anniversary, which was actually yesterday, but we're celebrating it today. We want to thank you for guys for coming to celebrate with us. Before we begin, we like to. Well, I don't know, Emma. I hate to put you on the spot. I tried to ask you before backstage. Do you know what's going on with our mug competition? Is it still ongoing, or?
Yeah, we should probably close it soon though, because it's been open a while. So people are still free to enter. So should we close it next week, I guess, and then pick a winner?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
close it. So if it's still going on, tell them how they can win.
You have to go on to the glass table and look for that picture, and then in there you have to answer the question, what was my what's the word, phobia? But you have to watch the show to find out what my phobia was. Put in the comments what the phobia is, and then what we'll do is we'll give every right answer a number, and then we'll put the numbers into a random number generator, and that will pick the winner for us, and then we'll post you a mug.
A mug. Let's show our mugs. Thank you, Emma, for the mugs. Oh, and if you don't, you can get a good a couple designs. You can get our throwback, what you call it, logo with the girls around table talking, looking intense.
And I have the
That's
special
pretty
mug.
much. Oh yes, and that's another mug I can get. Yep, sure is.
Molly, you didn't show him the bottom.
Oh yeah,
wait,
gotta.
yeah.
Cover your eyes, young ones.
Young one.
Right. All right, let's go to the comments to see who's in the comments today. We have birthday wishes. We'll save the birthday wishes when Chester come back on. Okay, you guys. Let's say hi to Amy.
Hi, sis.
Hi.
And let's see. We have a Cat Cunningham. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
And I'm sorry, I'm having trouble actually telling which are recent comments and which are not. So we'll just do all the
Abby, my niece is here. Hello.
Oh, did she comment? Oh, here she is,
Yeah.
Abby. Now I don't know if Abby you can
Spoilers.
answer because that's your auntie. No, that's your TT. That's my nieces and nephews call me TT.
No, I do hate spiders, but that's not the answer from the video.
Haha.
So
Busted. You didn't watch that
let's
video.
right. So let's get started here with our so y'all help me out with the order. Y'all know how I am. So Molly went. So it's my turn because I was about to say Emma. Anytime I can't figure out something, my default answer is okay. Emma go next, and that is like so unfair to Emma. She's the first name in my mind. I'm like, and sometimes like last show I shocked you. You was like, huh? Well, I guess. Because I'm like, before the show, I'm like, we're gonna do this order, whatever. Anyway, so my wedding anniversary was yesterday. As you know, this is a quarantine anniversary, so we didn't really get to go out. And then my husband had an emergency. I don't want to make it sound like it's a big deal, like health issue, but believe me, it wasn't that huge. I had to, and now I sound horrible because he was really in a lot of pain. But I don't want you to make it seem like it's like really big. It's something like a routine procedure that he had. And so that kind of nixed a lot of my plans that I was saying that I was going to have on Duncan religion, Molly. A lot of and you just use your imagination there. So we end up watching Breaking Bad. We end up watching No, we didn't watch Breaking Bad, y'all. We end up just listening to music and are you doing our usual like smoking, drinking, talking. We kicked it a little bit, and he felt like my boyfriend yesterday, even though
That's
the dental stuff, he had that going on, which it's great because I get to talk all I want, and he just has to listen. So anyway,
What did you set up now? Can't say no.
right. So I'm just like da, 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 da. He like, oh, probably like, oh my God, save me. Anyway, so some pictures I pulled up. Oh God, I hate our application sometimes because it just mixes everything up. Let's see. This is my husband and I when we were. Oh, we got in trouble for this picture before I show y'all this picture because our parents didn't know we didn't want us dating, and I'm not gonna tell sad stories, but they didn't want us dating. I'll just say that. And they found this picture, and it was like so salacious and around the hall, like it was, and it's not that salacious. So let me show you the salacious picture. Like, ooh,
Oh my God.
Oh, that's cute.
he's too close to me, and we're not married. So they just assumed that we was doing stuff. Were they right? Maybe they was right, but that's not the deal. They didn't know. They did not know. So then we have my wedding picture, which I got to pull up another. I'm gonna pull it up. I didn't get a chance to really load my stuff, but I'm gonna pull it up probably at the end of the stream, just flash it. But this is my wedding picture because we went out to the Justice of Peace, y'all, because we had, then when they found out I was dating, it was like you pressure us to get date. We had to get married really soon before we do stuff, and we was already doing stuff. But anyway, so before we went to the courthouse, I wanted a picture for my kids, and I'm so glad I insisted because that morning we was arguing before I went, whatever, and but I wanted a picture. So anyway, here it is. I'm just talking it up like it's gonna be so grand. This is me and my hubby on our day. We went to a studio and got this picture done, and we had a few outside pictures. So this is what our dinner was yesterday, which is, this not gonna sound really special, but if you're from Detroit, you know about this pizza. Okay, it's deep dish. The lines is long. It's so hard to come and get this pizza. Sometimes you have to call. It takes 45 minutes to make, so you have to call like way like an hour ahead of time just to get it on time. But it's a Chicago style. Our next door neighbors pizza. I've actually had this pizza in Chicago. In I think it was Pizzeria Uno. Here's what it looked like. It's a deep dish seafood pizza. That was my anniversary, y'all. After 17 years, it's not like big trips, and it's like old people stuff, aches and pains and watching TV.
I've never had seafood on a pizza ever.
Oh yeah, it has like it's deep dish, so it's layered. It has like seafood and crab. I wish I could send it to you if it wouldn't get bad. But it's like seafood, crab, and cheese in it. And sometimes you get
Oh.
a layer of spinach if you fancy. Yeah.
Right.
So I should have, if I wasn't so greedy and eat it all, I ate it all. I should have took a picture of it, but I smashed that pizza. It's gone. Because y'all know I've been on a diet, so when I saw that, I've been waiting for this day for all the wrong reasons, mostly to eat. Anyway, so in the comments, they're asking if Alan Moller, I can never say your last name because I'm so tongue-tied. Mellor is here.
Yeah, that's my sister tagging him because I told him to listen.
Oh, okay. Why am I putting tags on screen? Sorry, guys. Y'all carry on in the comments. All right, so we're coming up to one of our special parts of the stream, a 70th birthday. That's awesome. So, Emma, where you want to start first? Video, picture?
Hold on, let me just...
You need a few minutes?
WhatsApp him and say, listen now.
Okay. All right, just tell us when to go. Otherwise, well, we waiting for the woman of the hour here.
Happy anniversary again, friends.
Oh my God,
Hey! Y'all, I wish I could talk about my anniversary, but it wasn't that sweet. I mean, we had a good time, like a really good at home time, but because it was that day, we was on our laptops talking to each other on our laptops. I mean, like we're literally like this far apart. Oh, Angela says seafood pizza is amazing. We have them here. Ooh.
We have them here, but it's not popular. Like
really?
we are a landlocked country, so seafood usually here is like the frozen stuff, and it's not too good. I love seafood, but I never eat it in Hungary. It's just not worth it. It's usually just very blah.
I love seeing my cup on screen. I'm about to put an order in on screen. Emma, can you make me a cup like this? But I'm right-handed, so
yeah,
the label is this way, and this one is on the back.
Yeah, there's a choice on Etsy to have them switched if you want to switch it, depending on which way you would drink. Because I'm the same as you. So
I
just put an order for the Activism.
You guys are just gonna have like cupboards full of mugs.
No, look. Every time we get money, we just buy our own merchandise.
So yeah,
buy our merchandise, and then Emma's like, "These bitches keep buying the same stuff over and over again."
And it comes back to us anyway, so you're just putting money into like our own money, basically.
Really, honestly, we're just giving money back to ourselves. It's not like it's being spent
and
anything else.
From the way, allegedly, which I'm super impressed by. If it will actually come on Tuesday, I'm like, I'm gonna pray for the delivery guy, because if it comes by Tuesday, I'm like losing my marbles. They said that the delivery will be like Tuesday, and I'm like, that's fast.
Your post has been fast though.
Oh, tell me it was like the day I complained, I'm not gonna get mine. It came that day or the next day.
We were talking about it that morning.
Yeah.
I posted Molly's days after yours. Probably about a week after yours. And then they came on the same day. Like, whoa.
Hey, yeah, so I've been running, so I don't want to be rude, but I'm going to eat off screen, but I'm still going to be here. I'm going to have my mic on, but I don't want to be rude and be scarfing down my food. So here we go. Stop, Kim.
Show my dad's pictures if you want.
Okay.
If it's not here, then we can do the replay, because basically, it was my dad's 70th birthday yesterday. So I thought it'd be good to like give him some birthday shout outs, because I'm gutted that we couldn't go and see him. I can say now I had planned to do a surprise 70th birthday party for him, but obviously I can't do that now because of isolation. But yeah, so I've put together some slides with some pictures on.
Okay, give me a moment. I'm trying to get those slides up right now. And I'm pretty sure you put it where you always do. So give me a second. Emma, do you mind checking on Chessa? It looked like she said something to us, but I'm trying to look for something else.
Okay. In the chat.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
In the show chat, I think she put it in. But I'm scrolling.
Oh, she's had to disconnect the computer and bring it into another room. She'll be back.
Oh, okay. Cool. And I usually I'm so prepared, you guys, and have the stuff already. Let me see. Here we go.
Yeah, we just did it just before. Literally, you hit the live button.
Oh, I think I got it. Of course, I have it. I just whatever. Okay.
Just finding it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the downfalls of StreamYard, that it doesn't show like a shot of it so that you can identify what the hell you're looking at.
Wait till wait when Emma sees, because Emma's going to be helping us. She's going to be running the. Let's plug that now. The after parties. Our first after party that we can foreseeably see looks like it's going to be for Pride, but we may can get a couple in before that. Yeah, so but it is a much more relaxed, it's an after show thing. It's much more relaxed. You can swear, you can drink, you can do whatever, talk about whatever, within reason. Don't get our stream shut down. But yeah, it's a much more relaxed atmosphere where you get to kind of know us, and we get to talk about, because what we were doing originally, we had the glass table discussion group, and that was supposed to be where we discuss things after the show. Well, now everybody is jumping on streams, so it seems like this is the way to go. So even though we love our people, our faithful supporters in our glass table discussion group, because they're so awesome there. I love the group, and not just because it's our group. Well, maybe a little bit. But the after show is gonna be where it's at, so make sure you don't miss that. And so what I was trying to say before the plug was that Emma is gonna be running the after shows. So when she sees the StreamYard and how, I mean, not just like you said, Molly, stop talking about StreamYard before they cut our shit off.
What's complaining about them on air?
Me and Emma learning StreamYard with you, so that we can run the after parties, and that when with the time zones and the different work times that we have, that we could jump on, especially like Halloween, where we all are doing like our makeup and we want to do a little vlog and check out. But
yes. Wait a minute.
Cool.
That is so cute.
I have all the. This is in Hungarian, but it's about CSA. And Emma was so great with like listening to my ramblings about how, oh no, Hungarian is not a short language. It's not gonna fit.
It was super long, but like I had to like try and cut it down, and then I was like, it's still not gonna fit.
It was something you just said, Molly, that made me think about something. What did you just say? What was the last thing you said before you showed us that?
Okay, so my dad's here now.
Okay, good. Yay! We've been waiting. Okay. So tell me, I'm going to start with your presentation first, or
either.
Okay, here we go.
It's easier for you.
All right, here we go. And let me say hi.
Hi.
Hello. I'm just eating off screen. I don't want to be rude. All right, here we go. Back to where we are. Let me know if you can see it.
Yes.
Yay! Happy 70th birthday!
Happy birthday, Daddy!
Oh my God.
So, I think that was from your 60th, I'm not sure. But anyway, these are like blast from the past pictures. That one on the left. In the middle is my dad at the back holding me.
Aww.
And then in front of him, in the looks like a bluey top, is my granddad. And then next to him is Mary. And then the other side of my dad in the brown top is Uncle John. I mean, look how 70s. Look at the curtains, like. And then the next picture, that's my dad. I don't know if you just go back a sec. I'll say next picture, but I meant the next picture. Can you go back, Spence? Yeah, that picture. That's my dad. Me in the red tracksuit. Embarrassing. Looking like a boy. And my brother and sister. They look cute. So yeah. Next picture.
Look cute. Come on.
So this one is my granddad, my sister, my brother, and my dad. And then that's my dad with the Alsatian Gemma. She was a feisty dog, very feisty. She scared me. And my dad, again, like, he's always such a laugh. He's like funny, like, all the time. He's always messing around. Like,
this is a funny picture. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
Honestly, like, I was thinking, like, earlier, I don't know who gets into trouble more, my dad or, like, when we're with my brother's kids. He eggs the kids on, and he's always like, they get into trouble, and they're like, but Granddad started it, and normally he did. Like, we've been sitting in Rob's house throwing Haribo at each other, and my dad's the one that started it. Or the kids will walk past, and he'll poke him with his walking stick, and, like, they end up, like, having play fights. But he's funny. Yeah, he's always laughing and messing around.
He looks so much fun.
He is.
Yeah.
And these are just some, like, great family times we've had together. So, and that cake, I made it for my dad. Like, obviously, I think that was his 61st because he swapped it around to 16, I think. So, like, I'd said to, like, my nephews, don't tell Granddad he's got a cake. But they saw the cake. So as soon as my dad walks through the door, they're like, Granddad, you've got boobies. And we're like, shh. My dad's like, what's he talking about? It's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nothing, Dad. Just ignore him. And it's because I did him, like, a surprise cake with boobies, obviously, which he loved. So, yeah. I can't remember what the next picture is, Spence.
Your hair was banging in that picture. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
Like, he's just adventurous. Like, you can see him there with a snake. He used to be a biker when he married my mom. He had long hair, apparently, and my nan kept nagging, you got to cut your hair. You got to cut your hair. You're getting married. You've got a child on the way. You've got to cut your hair. So we did. And then he was a lorry driver for ages, and he really loved that job. So he got out, you know, got to travel miles and miles. So, yeah, cheers to you, Dad. Happy birthday. We love you tons.
Happy birthday. Oh, my God. There's a big ass storm happening outside. Very good. Fantastic.
All right. So then we are going to move to, I think this is just so cute.
So this is for my dad from Amy, Dan, Oliver, and Jax.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alan. Happy birthday to you. Yeah! Hello, sweetheart. I hope you're okay. I know it's been a long time since we've seen each other, but hopefully we'll get there. Okay? I hope you have a good day.
Did you want to say something quickly, Emma? I'm sorry, my hand slipped and I went to the next video.
It's okay. I was going to say the first one is my niece's, and then that one just is my dad's lovely lady, Sue.
Okay.
Birthday, Grandad. Birthday, Grandad.
Say happy birthday to Grandad.
Birthday, Grandad.
And blow him a kiss. Good boy. Kiss. Blow Gregor a birthday kiss. Good boy. Gregor's 70. That's old, isn't it? Oh, that's my nephews. They melt my heart. They're so cute.
That's adorable.
I know, right? They are adorable.
So those were surprise messages from my dad that he didn't know he was getting. So happy birthday, Dad. Sorry we couldn't be with you yesterday, but yeah, we'll see you soon.
All right.
Yeah, we seem to be approaching the end of it, so hopefully we'll.
Here comes the woman of the hour, y'all. Looking good.
Hey. I had to move my whole system over. Sorry, I had to move my computer out of the bathroom.
You look good with that red lipstick on, honey. You can't wear red lipstick, you J-Dub. What are you doing?
Babylon. I'm Babylon the Great. I was waiting to say it, but it's this late in the apocalypse. I guess it's fine. It comes out now.
Right.
You Jezebel, Chessa.
I know. With this
Actually, on that note, I don't know what I'm interrupting. Sorry, but Spencer.
Yes.
Is it okay if I do a quick little candle magic trick on your show later at the end of the show?
Oh, that would be cool.
Are you sure?
I am cool. We have a surprise for you.
Oh, okay.
Before we bring on our surprise, you have some things that you want to show us, some videos and stuff. Here we go. I'm gonna go with the first one, and then you can tell us what we saw. Okay?
Okay. Oh my gosh.
And you was dancing.
Yes. Yeah, that's me and my cousin. When I was I used to be a stage performer when I was young. My uncle was always a performer, impersonator. He was one of the first. He started before he died, actually. So anyway, I was the late cousin. I was born way after my other cousins were. So it was my second cousins that I spent time with. And that was my second cousin there. We worked on the show together. That was my uncle's grandkid. So we were dancing, we were jiving, but that was my first birthday, my very first birthday party. And I was saying, let me know if I go robot, by the way, if my voice goes robot.
Oh, you know what?
Okay.
You did a little bit.
Okay, yeah, because I don't know when that happens, so I just have a crappy headset, my bad. So anyway, we used to dance the show together, so we were diving on my first birthday. I had never celebrated my birthday before. Huh?
Okay, every time we say you're robotic, it stops. We're going to just let you talk, and then sometimes on the replay, it catches up. So just talk.
I'm so sorry. I need a new headset. It was my first birthday. I'm an ex-Jehovah's Witness. Most people know that. I never celebrated my birthday. So my friends and family got together in Missouri, and they threw me a party, and they did it Halloween themed because I hadn't done Halloween, but it's like my favorite. I always thought it would be my favorite holiday. It is my favorite holiday. So they combined the two, and it was awesome.
My first birthday was my 18th. It was a lot of fun, and we got so drunk and melodramatic, just laying on the floor like, what is this?
Oh.
All right, here we go. Here's the next one.
Woo! Woo! What did I do? Oh, I did it now. I need help. I need help.
I'm already packed and ready to go. I've had my pack on for like 15 minutes already. All right.
Oh.
We are at the trailhead.
You're going the wrong way.
We are. Bye.
So that is James and I. His birthday is on the 23rd of May. Mine is on the 25th. So when we got together, we started having birthday weekends, and we take a camping trip. This one we have to do next weekend. So that's why I'm here today. But we do camping trips once a year, and we celebrate our birthday, and we do like a hike, and we camp out in the backcountry.
All right. Here's the next one.
Like our tradition. Did you hear me?
So we are out at the trailhead. We're getting to
Gotta make our way through.
Are you ready?
No.
It's in between rainy and shiny. Might
It's
get
gonna
some
storm.
tornadic activity. Always
No,
exciting.
It's gonna thunderstorm.
I hope we see a Tyrannosaurus personally. Tornadosaurus. Yeah. Babe,
Yo,
let's go.
I'm going.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's a little out of order due to an order.
That's totally fine.
sorry.
We have a lot of fun. It's an awesome tradition that we do, and we've been hiking now together for like 4 years, and it's awesome. I highly recommend everybody do it.
I'm gonna start. I just told my husband I was inspired by your hiking and your weight loss journey. So we're gonna start going hyping. What is hyping? We're gonna start going hiking.
We should all do a trip. We should get a
That
trip
would be
together.
awesome. And the weather
Yeah.
is nice in Michigan now, so it was like snowing, then raining, then sleet. I mean, it's all over the place. So anyway, okay, so we had the videos, we had the pictures. I'm just running a list through my head here. All right, so like I said, we have a surprise for you, Miss Chessa. Okay, so have you ever had a reading? Ever?
A reading,
Like I guess a psychic reading?
like a
Look, why are you looking
No.
scared? Why is she
actually.
scared?
I've had I'm not. I've had tarot readings, but I've
Okay.
never had like a psychic
Okay,
reading.
well, I don't know if it's a
I've never
psychic
like
reading.
visited a psychic and had a reading.
It's a reading, which not a reading, y'all, like I do, like read you. I mean, you can,
I'm excited.
but a reading. So so I have someone special for you that wants to do that for you. I don't know if you know this
Okay.
guy. Nobody. Who is this guy?
Oh
Hi.
my gosh! Oh
I'm
my
so
gosh,
happy to
oh
be
my
here with
God.
you.
I'm so happy you're here.
Happy
Oh my
birthday.
God, thank you.
I'm also super honored to be the surprise. I like feel super glittery
Oh,
inside.
I'm so happy.
Rainbow.
Everybody should have a Ben on their birthday. It's just fantastic.
I usually
So-
do. I don't know about this year, but I usually do.
Okay, but before we go, we have another surprise. See, I told you thought we had one surprise. We have two, and you might recognize him and his.
Matt, what are you doing?
Yes.
No.
Happy
No.
birthday.
Oh, Corona Cat.
Corona
It's been
Cat.
too long.
I didn't want to mess up a surprise because I know you on your stream. And why don't you name drop your stream? I always forget it's one voice, right? Or our voice.
Yeah. Use our voice. It's
Use Our Voice.
But it's
Okay.
actually it's under my name. If you Google Chessa Manion, which is hard to spell, but if you Google Chessa Manion, you will find it. It's my YouTube, and then I was doing Use Our Voice late nights, usually with Matt and Ben. They were so fun, but all of our schedules have been changing and getting full. So we had to postpone, but we will be doing one again soon, I hope.
Yes.
Well, so
If Corona Cat doesn't mess it up.
I saw Corona Cat on your stream on your late nights, and I was so we wanted to
Poisoned by the
surprise
spirit
you.
of CNN, right? It was the evil
Oh,
ghost.
yeah.
CNN. Was that correct? Yes. Here to spread disinformation and fear to the masses.
Right.
So Chessa, I wrote you a few words because I ramble too much. So I actually pre-wrote what I wanted to say in short Ben form. Dear Chessa, it has been an honor to meet you and become friends with you. We're kindred spirits for sure. Your light is something that has been missing in my life. Please keep doing what you do and keep spreading your love and light. Happiest of birthdays today and wishing you many more. Your brother, now and always, Ben. I have to mute because I didn't expect to get so emotional.
Oh my God! Don't make me cry, please.
Get out of
don't.
here! Oh my God!
Come on.
I love you so much. Like from the first day we started talking, we just never stopped. It was amazing. And yeah, you're just such a beautiful source of positivity. And you just always find a way of bringing this warmth into everybody's day. So thank you so much for being you. You have a very special talent. And I look forward to watching you grow.
All right. So I wanted to flash your birthday wishes across the screen. There's somebody sent birthday wishes on Instagram. Our platform doesn't stream to Instagram yet. It's just a limitation of the application, so we can't flash Instagram comments across the screen. But we do have Facebook and YouTube. So let's start. And I'm not gonna read everybody's name out because it's too many. So we're just gonna flash them across the screen so that you can be acknowledged. I'm just digging through. There we go.
Everybody you've shown are beautiful people. I'm just so loved. I feel so loved right now. This is great. Thank
Somebody
you guys
was saying,
so much.
"Where's the birthday girl?"
Late as usual. Aw, thank you, Kat.
And wait a minute, here we go.
Wow.
Matt the handsome devil.
Yes. Christian Bale, right? Yes.
Oh, you know what? Pumpkin got a birthday wish. Hang on, let me find it, y'all. Where is it?
Birthday Pumpkin.
Here it is. Angela, she is such a supporter of us. Angela is going to be getting some stuff soon. So
It's in the post.
Thank you so much, Angela, for supporting our platform.
Thank you.
And Pumpkin, look at all of the emojis. I love the emojis. Why can't we do emojis in our application so that people? That would be fun, wouldn't it?
He's gonna get some fruits tomorrow, or they are gonna get some fruits tomorrow. Right now, they are getting rabbit hair everywhere. It's everywhere.
Thank you for all the anniversary wishes, y'all. I'm not gonna flash it across the street.
Yes, happy anniversary. I forgot.
Is Chessa's birthday. It's her birthday. It's her birthday. So we're gonna go with. So what is that with Corona Cat? Oh, Corona Cat saying this is her birthday. Is he dancing? I'm gonna miss Corona Cat. Is Corona Cat still gonna be around when Corona is gone or not? Okay. He's
I don't know.
No.
Matt takes it to a secret location to lessen the odds of, completely eradicating. But
absolutely. No, what's happened is now Corona Cat is drinking the bleach. And he's getting
Oh, and it's working.
Oh no. No,
actually,
tell Corona Cat don't drink the bleach.
I've got a big announcement. I've just bought a huge, motorhome sort of truck thing, and I'm coming to America. So, yes, and that Ben and Chessa, we're touring. Basically, we're getting the band back together again.
Mm-hmm.
So,
sold out everywhere. You can't get the tickets, so sorry, guys.
No backstage passes unless you've got Corona.
I think we need to rent a big van. You know, a big mystery machine, and then we just take off touring the country.
Like a Scooby-Doo van.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, Scooby-Doo. Oh, what am I talking about with Scooby-Doo? I've never watched the episode. I just know what it is because my mother was like, "Oh, y'all not watching Scooby-Doo." And what I heard is that Scooby-Doo at the end it was never like a ghost or anything supernatural anyway.
No.
So why couldn't we watch it? I don't know.
It's always like someone dressing up, and it's always like the most upstanding person in the episode that does it. And I think that's a great stuff to show kids that someone who
not just kids. I'm a big kid. I'm about to go watch Scooby-Doo, y'all.
Yeah. Someone who seems too nice probably isn't.
Was that the lesson? Why are they telling for the kids?
It's Ben. Ben's too nice. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
It's true. You can be too nice. That's very true.
Okay, so Ben, what is that? Like a soldier and Corona Cat, and what is that? Like some type
Oh,
of
that's
soldier?
Chessa. That's actually Chessa.
You didn't know?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I
you
didn't
didn't
catch that.
bring me for crazy.
This is Corona, right? This is Corona Cat, CNN Corona Cat, right?
CNN Corona Cat.
Yeah, and then this is the guardian angel Chessa. Don't do that, Ben. Ben goes, don't see that.
Do it. It's part of the religion.
It's part of the religion.
Oh God.
Actually,
that's the prayer statue.
Chessa worship.
It's idolatry.
Oh,
I know.
wow.
And I also
am I starting a cult? Matt's starting the cult.
It's
Matt's
not
starting a cult. Everyone, watch him. Watch him.
And I got the new Chessa Manion tattoo. I did just for.
Don't you dare.
See, Matt's a founding member. Matt's a founding member. I haven't gotten that far in my initiation process.
Yeah. And Ben is high priest. High priestess.
I can't have tattoos because my body has to be pure. That's why I can't have the tattoo.
Yes.
I thought it was because the baby oil and the ink doesn't go in. Is that it? No.
That's also true. That's also true. I tried it and it just melted off my body.
Are you serious?
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's for real?
That's what I've never tried.
No, my
tattoo
skin
removal
is
hurts so bad. Like, that's an easier way. Go ahead. Your skin, I'm sorry.
It's so succulent and baby-like. Yeah, it just, the tattoo, the ink doesn't take. It just runs off with the oil. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, if you want
smeary.
If you want to join the cult, you have to nibble a little bit of Ben, like his ear or something, and like that, and then you're in. You know.
I can see Ben as the high priest. He likes to meditate. We talk about that. We just talk about meditation and stuff.
Doesn't he what? Yeah.
Yeah. So he could totally be the high priest.
But
in
the
the
thing is,
cult.
with Ben, he can do what is called bat wings, and he puts his ankles up behind his ears like that. So
it's the spirit of Corona Cat. It's perversing Ben, or perversing Matt, not Ben. I can't think right now. I feel so loved, despite the strangeness of Matt Christopher, aka Christian Bale.
Should we do this? Should we do this reading real quick?
Yes.
Should we?
Yes.
Pull a couple cards.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay, I have 2 decks to choose from. This would be a regular card deck. This would be like cartomancy, okay? Like old style Latin. These are just regular cards. Or I could do a mix of both, and we can do these awesome cards too, because these are kind of cool.
So pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Or you want me to do like one from each? And what do you want? Do you want just like a general reading, or do you have something in mind?
Well, I'm a Gemini, so one of each applies. I think that would fit the duality of my craziness.
So
if you want,
is just
if
who
you like.
Chessa is. Are we doing just a general reading on who Chessa is?
Oh, dear.
I like the energy I'm getting from this, though. This is nice. Chessa lives in a little light bubble, I think, because it feels so heavenly. I'm like, ooh, I like this.
Oh.
I'm getting different vibes. I want to
should ask
listen
my
to
boyfriend.
Slipknot all of a sudden. Like, what the hell? I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to do 2 from each. Hold the space. Keep doing what you're doing. This is tapping into like druid mysticism. There is such a strong energy too. Everything for me is vibration. And so I'm tapping into the Chessa frequency. And so do you have heritage that goes back to like, England at all that you know of, or Scotland or something like that?
So this is weird. I don't know. This is weird because my last name is Manion. It used to be O'Manion from Ireland. And when you look up our crest, we have a knight and we also have like a moon or something like that, but it's like it's a monk crest because we were like the holy monks, but we were fighting monks back in the time of the Celts and the Druids. So it's like a really weird, and I haven't looked into it at all, but I remember I was looking at crests because I wanted to order one. I always thought it'd be cool to have one. And so I started looking into it. It's an interesting history, but that's crazy that you said that. That's weird.
So yeah, I would tap into that. I would keep doing what you're doing and doing whatever is in your spiritual practice. That's what I'm about, is everybody finding their own spiritual practice or how they feel. So if I meet people who want to stay going to a Christian religion, I'm like, keep doing it. If that's your way to God, please keep doing that, because we all need more God in our life.
Yes.
Or more divinity, higher vibration, however you want to say it. Okay, let's go to the other deck for a second, because I love the last card from this one. Okay. These were my dad's cards, so they have a real dad energy on them for me. Like good, like, you know, good masculine energy, like protect you, elk energy, not overly masculine. I'm gonna shank you. Okay. So what I'm getting from this is I had to do a situation, action, outcome. So it looks like you might be getting ready to start a new business venture or start something, expand something. You've had an idea about expanding something, but it looks like there's somebody who stands between you, like blocking you from that. And it's somebody that you've had arguments with. Like, I'm getting serpent's tongue. Like, this person is kind of hideous. And
oh dear.
you just need to remember, just dealing with them, that you're more in control of the situation, that you are more empowered spiritually than this person in this situation. So whatever it is you're thinking about expanding or doing that you've been holding back on, this is like full moon energy. So remember that whatever it is that has caused this tension or this bickering is caused by external forces. It isn't you. It's like the energy around you, you know, the energy of like the whole pandemic, full moon sort of intense feelings that's created the situation. So what I see is, yeah, Corona Cat, that thing kind of created the situation that this is revolving around. So what this is go into yourself, and you're super empowered, and like tap into that higher self you have and do whatever this project was that you're creating. Because this is like fresh beginnings.
Wow,
this is like a really good, the Joker is like, this is the yin, divine feminine, this one that I pulled. So this one is like, embrace that sort of coolness and just be like, I got this, you know? And it kind of tunes into the last card, which is this, which it made me think of you, kind of. Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. So maybe the person that we're talking about is you and the Gemini and the two sides, and allow yourself to accept all this love that's coming to you and like spread it out, you know? That's what I'm kind of getting, is like, let yourself love yourself, and let all the love that Molly, Emma, Matt, me, Spencer, and all these other people are sending to you, just like let it wash over on you, and then use that love to like create what it is you need to create. End of reading. Okay, I'm done.
That makes me cry too. How do you do that? That's your power. That's beautiful. Thank you guys so much. I don't know what's coming next. I forgot a few things for this magic candle thing I want to do really quick. And so I have to grab like 2 things, unless there's something else I don't know about. And then if anybody has candles nearby, if you want to do this with me, you can. It's not tied to anything. It's just like your own juju, happiness sort of deal. Anybody got anything else?
One sec.
They're giving us control of
I
the
know
glass
Spencer said she
table
was running
show.
away for a second. Yes. Yes. Holy cow. I can't leave.
Molly's like, what are you guys
now.
gonna do? Behave yourselves.
I saw it. I saw it in her eyes. She was just like, don't
Molly,
test me.
I think you
Don't
were my
test me
mom in a
today.
past life because every time I see you, I'm
Yes.
like, I can't offend her. I'm afraid to cross you. I would never cross you. I'm like,
But I'm
You
a
are wise.
Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio if that
Very
has anything
intuitive.
with that.
girl, what's your birthday?
October the 26th. Jesus Christ, I can't
October
see.
23. October
Oh
23.
my God, I'm so jealous. I always wanted to be born in October. You guys are so cool. Look at you.
Look at you.
Spencer's back.
Just wanted to let you know that I was here, but I'm enjoying some festivities for her birthday. So
Can I run in and grab a few things really quick?
hey, is that a ball? Let me see it.
Oh my
I'm
God.
looking for a good one.
No, this is my old
The
bowl and I
vapor?
shattered it and I still
You still
just
use
packed
it?
the end.
What?
My vape shop was closed. I couldn't buy a new bowl.
Oh,
I
honey,
think I
somebody
think
buy this man a
brighter.
new bowl. Somebody buy this man a bowl. Come on. Let's start a fundraiser. Let's start a fundraiser.
I don't have the money for a bowl. I just did a reading.
I
Come
don't
on,
either.
donate.
Yeah.
No.
They're expensive. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab some stuff if that's okay. I have to grab two things.
Go ahead, Chessa.
Okay, all right.
So I'm a Pisces, and I don't know nothing about horoscopes. What does that mean? I'm a bitch or something? I usually just hear people say stuff like that. Like, oh, this means that I'm a bitch. This means that I'm this. This means I'm that. I'm like, where do I even start to figure this stuff out? The newspaper? Is that where the horoscopes are?
I know Scorpios are bad, like they have bad temper, they are stubborn, they are always cracking the whip, and you cross a Scorpio, they will fuck you up, basically.
Okay, what about a Pisces? Because I'll fuck you up if I was on any sign I was.
I heard it said that it's the worst sign to disappoint or lie to is a Scorpio, and I feel that. Like,
oh yeah.
I let me tell you something. You would rather have me hate your guts than not trust you. Like, even if I hate your guts, if you need help, I will probably do it. But if I don't trust you, I can see you get stabbed and not do anything about it.
Okay, well, who comes up with the horoscopes though?
People who want to control you. I don't really follow the horoscopes in the newspaper or anything like that. I feel like it's old programs, you know, like old ancient programs. I love kind of those things. And then it's like I have my limits, just like with everything. I'm like, is this right for me? Because I think it was right for people then, but now we're kind of evolving into this new society. And it's like, how can we take the old, mix it with the new, and create something shiny and beautiful and different that kind of incorporates those old and new traditions, you know?
Oh, I love what you're saying, Ben, because we were actually talking about this earlier about, and I was telling you that I am incorporating Buddhist principles in my normal daily practice because I need to woosah, y'all.
Yeah.
People is getting on my nerves, and I need to be zen.
Yeah.
Am I zen?
I was about to be back. Actually, I am back. I'm good now. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I had to make sure I had it.
Because I was actually advised to meditate, and whenever I try, I just freak the ever-loving fuck out. I flip my shit, and my brain goes into overdrive.
Matt can help you with that.
No,
Matt can help you overcome that. He does that sort of stuff.
No, what you mean, Ben? You can help because Ben gave me a meditation app that actually walks you through and makes you sit there. Like at first, I have ADD. I don't have ADD, but that's my day. I had it. But anyway, like I can't just sit there. Like, the normal ADD that we have now because of social media, everything is like a fast culture. Everything is right now. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking like, okay, the lady's talking, and settle your mind and, you know, do this. And I'm like, oh God, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sit here. But the longer I did it, I actually do it now. It's like replace the
I
daily
don't
text
know.
for me.
I managed to chill out once, and I actually even fell asleep. And my therapist, when I was in high school, after like a suicide attempt, I was like, okay, go to the therapist, and then she was like, you know, do this, and I actually do that every night before I go to sleep, and it's pretty chill. What you need to do is you go to bed in silence, which I usually don't because I can't bear silence. If it's silent, my brain just goes back wild, and I just don't like that. So anyway, what you need to do is just lay in bed and then go from toe to the top of your head and note something like, I'm grateful for, or hang on, I'm mixing them up. So you say, my toes are relaxed, my toes are resting after a day of work, and then you work your way all up, all through your body parts, your fingers, your brother, or you know, all that up until you reach like your skull, top of your head, and then you say stuff you're grateful for, and then basically you keep doing that until you fall asleep. It's
So
cool.
Ben, that app is
Yeah.
thebomb.com.
Isn't it? It's pretty cool. I like it too. I was a little bit triggered, I told you, because even yoga classes, I get a little weirded out by people who are trying to lead me. And so maybe that's Molly's resistance too. If like somebody's leading me, I get creeped. I'm like, ooh, I don't want to be led anywhere, you know?
Right.
And I want to be my leader and use this tool and help me go along my path, you know? So I got triggered by that personally.
Go ahead. No, Bennett.
I personally got triggered by that app. I don't use it, but I am a big believer in meditation. And, you know, like Molly was doing, that's super awesome stuff. That's like tapping into healing yourself.
So this is what I did, because somebody told me I was a witch, and when I first came out of the J-Dub, I did this. And I have never practiced witchcraft, and I'm not saying anything wrong with it, but I'm not a witch, y'all.
Sure. Oh yeah, Spencer. Yeah, you're not a witch.
Are you gonna burn me to the stake? Don't burn me to the stake.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So anyway, so I used
how is this all fighting into like what I'm doing right now? Like this is all a crazy lead into what's about to happen.
Oh, something crazy. We waiting. So yeah, I used to have. Okay, I know this is gonna sound real ghetto. Y'all know Earth, Wind, and Fire, the group. So I thought to myself, how cool those elements are, because I'm a huge X-Men fan. So I thought, how cool would it be if I incorporate things like water, earth, wind, and fire? And so I found things that represented those elements, and I would sit it in my windowsill. And in the morning, because I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I would face towards the east, because at the time I was in Messianic Judaism, so they pray 3 times a day, not 3 times a day, but they pray towards the east, facing the east. So I would face towards the east, and it was some of my most peaceful moments. Of course, I got a dog now that would never let me do that now.
Hi, Ben.
And she would be all over there. But I mean, like, I had a little yoga mat, and then when I would finish, I would just go up in like a yoga pose and just kind of do my yoga, and then I would read something motivational to kind of feed my soul, and that was to replace the daily text for me. Because I miss getting up in the morning, reading the daily text, and having something. Well, the daily text is not motivational. It just basically is a beat down every time you read it. Like, you need to be doing this. You ain't doing that. You know? Yeah. But at the time when I was a J-Dub, when I was like, oh, that's okay, beat me more. You know, as far as them being so abusive, you know, with the way that the wording, verbally abusive, is what why am I doing this? This is supposed to be happy, and I'm on the governing body. They take me there every time they take me there. You know, it's just like Al Pacino say, every time they pull me, I try to get out, they pull me back in. That's how I feel. All right, so scratch the governing body. But what I'm just saying is that in that, and so I was looking for a meditation, like an app. I don't want to be led anywhere, but I just want to be taught how to, in the beginning, how to get my groove. You know, I could get my own groove, but I just need somebody to kind of let me know, you know, how to do it.
It's weird because I found that I like suck at intentionally relax myself. I can't. Like I can't. The more I try to do that, I'm just like my brain goes into this. Nah, you're not gonna do that right now. No, you're gonna be thinking about everything you don't want to, and that's just usually happens. I don't know why my brain is just wired differently. What calms me down is being active. So if I'm angry and I want to avoid punching somebody, I need to go like blasting my. Like I have mood music, y'all. I listen to punk, rock, alternative, hip hop, you know, all kinds of music, R&B, soul, whatever you can imagine. I listen to it, and I have mood music, y'all. So depending on my mood, either if I accidentally would start playing on my phone, you will be like, "What kind of psychopath is this bitch?" Or "Oh my god, what bubblegum bullshit is that?" And I need to be active to get my mind out of a funk. Basically, that's what helps me. It's all.
Can I tell you? Can I take you guys down a weird conspiracy
I like conspiracy
theory rabbit hole thing?
As long as it don't involve Bleach, but I love conspiracy theories.
I hate Bleach too, girl. I hate Bleach. I hate Bleach. It doesn't involve Bleach.
Man, it's cracking me up.
Does not involve Bleach.
Okay, I'm listening. You got
everybody
my ear.
say it.
So
really quick, everybody say it. 1, 2, 3, fuck Bleach. Okay, there you go.
Oh wait, 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Fuck Bleach.
Fuck Bleach. There you go. Okay, sorry.
So there's some weird theories about the English language, and this ties the Bible into it a little bit too, because the King James version of the Bible, he has a lot of authority with the translation. And when he translated it, he said, what did he say? Something like, I've made a version for the common people, right? That was verbatim what, I don't want to get into negatives, but somebody said about a certain new other book when it was updated. Verbatim, it was the same thing. We've made a new translation for the common people. So the thing about English, opposed to a lot of different languages, is that when you look at the patterns and the way you say things, you're programming your subconscious according to certain theories. So when you say things like, I can't do meditation, it reinforces a fear. So if you don't want to do meditation, don't do it. Do exercise. But if you want to try it, say, I'm open to attempting meditation. And then suddenly the program internally starts to change. So certain religious groups say things like, you're an imperfect sinner. You're rebellious. You're an apostate. And then you get labeled all these terms that correspond when it's especially in English, a very limited language. You're labeling yourself and creating this subconscious drama, internal dramas, you know? So I went down that weird rabbit hole.
No, that's not really weird, but you're right. Because I'm reading, I think, Ben, I didn't tell you. Remember, I was telling you that I'm going down this philosophical, all right, Matt, this philosophical path with, I don't view Buddhism as a religion. It's more of a spiritual practices. Because they don't believe in a creator God or anything like that. It's more about, peace and, peace, man. So I'm all about that. So what I did is I bought this book because I'm kind of childish and I can't really sit and read a book anymore. I don't know why. I either get bored or it's just too much. But I actually love intellectual, philosophical conversations. That's just me. So I found this book that kind of mixes a great story along with giving you philosophical spiritual practices and mindful meditations that Buddhism practices. And it's my favorite movie. It's called The Dharma of Star Wars.
Ooh, yeah, I've heard of this book.
This book is amazing so far. because it keeps my attention, because every now and then when I'm like when they're like blah blah blah, the philosophical portion, then I'll say, okay, well, it's kind of like the examples, all of their examples to illustrate their point are all Star Wars related. So it takes me back and it makes me want to think about the movie a little bit differently, and to give you a little background, and not to be a super nerd here, y'all, because I know I'm a geek, so I won't go Comic-Con on you, but if you think about it, George Lucas considers himself a Methodist Buddhist, which is he's combining his Christian denomination faith with Buddhism, and Buddhism being a spiritual practice, you really can attach it to anything, even atheism, to if you want to experience a mindful meditation. But he created Star Wars with the Christian story in mind and Buddhism, and because he's a Buddhist. When you think about it, the Jedi, the Council, think about their robes, and all of that kind of stuff. So anyway, it's a fascinating book. I'm gonna put the link in below. It's not religious. It doesn't talk about religion or anything like that. It's not God or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Just totally philosophical, and it kind of gives you it makes you think, which is the whole thing. Well, meditation is not really thinking. Or is this a common misconception that you just let everything go when you meditate? Or
I think that's a common misconception personally. Yeah.
okay, so but why do people get that? Because I've heard, or is that more hypnosis, or what you think, Chessa?
Well, Matt, don't you do like some form of or were you joking about the hypnosis stuff?
No,
so
I do.
Maybe you're the best. Yeah. So how does that work?
The difference between meditation and hypnosis is you just with hypnosis you've got a direction. Okay, so rather than just as Molly said, that's called an Allman induction, which is the progressive progressive relaxation technique. In hypnosis, you have a direction, so you go for quit smoking. Yep, okay, fail. And you or anxiety or whatever you want to locate that, and then eliminate it. So it's sort of got a GPS to say that's my destination where I'm going to. Molly, what I would say, and Spencer was talking about when and Ben's run away too. Just that word of wisdom, Ben runs away, But no, he's back. And is when you accept the subconscious. So, for instance, if you're an athlete, you're in, for instance, you're in the zone, or a musician, you're in flow. Now that's what's called a waking trance. So what I would say is, or if you want, for instance, if you're watching a movie or someone is watching this show, they'd be so fixated by all of us. The house would be burning down, and they'd be so fixated by us, No, so the point is that we go into trance a lot. When we're in rage, we're in a trance state. When we're in lust or love, we're in a trance state. So the waking trance, the flow, or the flow state is really powerful. So what I'm saying is, if at first what's going on is the conscious mind is stopping you letting go to go into the subconscious mind. So that's what we call resistance. That's pretty normal. It takes time to get used to that state because it feels different, and you're out of control of the conscious mind. So for instance, when you talk about the elements, the earth, wind, and fire, and so forth, is that just by looking at those elements, is that means something to you, which is not conscious mind, it's subconscious mind. So you're actually, by looking at those elements, before you go out to work or whatever you're going to do, is that places you in the state. So I think what's really important is that what I teach is that once again, every aspect of life has either become a religion or a business. And the right way, if you talk a religious thing, the right way, in actual fact, any way that you get into that state or keep that state is absolutely right. So for me, I'm not wearing them at the moment, is I always have the blue wristbands that we had at the protest in Melbourne. And that just reminds me, just having it near my skin, I just always end up seeing the blue or whatever, and it takes me back. So it's my sort of unwitnessing. So that's a state. So what I would say is, Spencer and Molly and Emma and everybody else, is there's a formal way and Buddhist ceremony and all of that sort of stuff, which is tied into the Buddhist faith, right? So that's very important. And then if you were going to a hypnotherapist, that would be a formal state. There would be what we call protocols involved, safety protocols before, during, and then after. But you can, in time, you can actually just figure out what that feeling is. And as I said, literally looking at something and bringing your attention and focus onto something, you'll find a change without having to close your eyes or lay down or
That's
anything like that. So,
Chester, you wanted to add to something? You wanted to add to that, Chester? Before you do, Chester, we have another surprise for you. Somebody wants to come on. Hi, Aaron.
Hey,
how are you?
Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you.
Oh,
thank you.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you so much.
You look like you had a good dinner last night.
I had a good dinner, but as I stated, I thought I was gonna get a nightcap, but hey, I can't. When people sick, we getting old. We getting old, so
right.
Something
Emma,
always going on.
Happy birthday to Daddy.
Yeah, I don't know if he's still on the stream, but hopefully he hits the playback. And Emma's back.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not sure if he's gone to bed or not.
all right, Chessa, you said you wanted to add something?
Yes, and Aaron, actually, you do a lot of advocacy for mental health, so you can also weigh in on this too if you want. But what Matt was saying was, he does hypnotherapy, essentially. And he was talking about how to go into a trance state and how to put yourself into that mode. So a lot of people who have been through abuse experience what is called dissociation. It's where you're kind of thrown out of yourself. Your mind throws you out of yourself so that the abuse that you're enduring, you kind of remove yourself from, right? So a lot of us have been thrown into that. It's called PTSD, or you experience it once again, that doesn't matter. You're thrown kind of out of your body. It's like an astral projection of sorts, and it's psychological. So a lot of spiritual practices, there was somebody in the comments who was saying that Buddha is fake because he was fat. And it's kind of funny because that's one facet of Buddha, actually. Buddha has many different facets. There's many different idols and forms of worship for him. It's kind of like Jehovah, where he causes to become, he is everything. So that's a concept in a lot of religions. We hear that all the time. So with dissociation, to put yourself there is difficult, especially if you experience trauma, because it's not very comfortable in the beginning. And it's usually negative things that put you there. But if you can find a form of positivity to kind of project yourself into what your potential would be, to kind of have a forward focus into the positive and seek those positive vibes that Ben has, seek that warmth and kind of think about, well, I've held myself back my whole life. How can I empower myself forward to become the person I always see in my head? Because we've always been the bad person, we've always been the good person, and then we've always been someone in the future that we're not yet. So focusing on that and what you want that to look like and how you can take steps to do that is, I think, a lot of what Matt does. And whenever you meditate, it's not necessarily when I meditate, and I'm about to do the candle thing here in a minute, but it's kind of crazy that's leading into this. When I meditate, I had to find a way to do it because it's not easy to get into. And I wanted to do stuff that would calm me down, that would center me, like a little, it's called a ritual, all right? But it doesn't have to be to any religion. It can be to you. It can just be things that make you feel good. So whenever we get into that in a minute, I'll explain that a little bit more, but I think it's really important to find whatever it is. Yes, then, did you want to say something?
Thank you, Sister Chessa.
Yes. Yes.
I wanted to comment on, we were talking about archetypes in our personal conversation at one point in time, and somebody said something about the Buddha. Okay, there's so much misinformation based on fear out there. This kind of Christian fear, I think. If Jesus isn't there, it's scary. But when you look at the story of Buddha, he was this guy who was raised in a religious home. He ended up deciding to break free from it because he saw inconsistencies in his faith. He lived a debauched life for a while. And then he cleaned up his life again and realized, oh, you can clean up your life without that doctrine. And when you look at the pattern, that's exactly what the Jesus story is. Jesus was this enlightened person who rejected the modern day religion and said, you don't have to do things this way. And that's a lot of times how I view people like Chessa, a lot of activists, Molly, Spencer, and Emma. It's like you're picking up on the Jesus archetype and embodying Christ when you're breaking away from traditions that are limiting you.
Well,
that
archetype. So I'll just say this, Andrew, because Andrew is a good friend of mine, a Christian friend, that this is Chessa's birthday. We're not going to get into a Bible debate about God and Jesus, please, because, some of us here, how can I say this in a nice way, not a Spencer way? Let me see, y'all. Some of us here.
That's better.
Oh, I'm going to keep it real then. Some of us here are agnostic atheists. So, we love your Bible discussion, but can we move on now to something else? I'm not being rude. It's just that if we do this, then the Christians will. Molly, would you tell them? Christians will jump on my live and we'll be debating all day.
Girl, don't even.
Aaron, write that down and we will explore that because I can't wait to see the comments.
Oh my God. I'm trying to tell you, when Molly and I do our stream, Duncan Religion, we have to pump ourselves up to actually do it because of Andrew said he's having fun. I know you're always having fun. Andrew is in the UK. So yeah, I love you, Andrew. Thank you so much.
Yes, I wanted to say about that.
But Molly, I'm sorry, before I'm gonna let you finish. I sound like Kanye. I'm gonna let you finish. Beyonce is the best, whatever. No, I'm gonna let you finish, but I do want Matt, because I flashed it across the screen here. I will say this, but you also teach us conformity. Talking to Matt, I want Matt to have an opportunity to actually say this because I flashed across the screen. So Ben, we'll see you in just a moment, or not, because Matt is gone. So you just have to reach out to Matt on your own, Andrew. All right, how about that?
We should do that also as a show. We can either do it on Use Our Voice or we can do it here, but that would be an interesting discussion to have. So somebody write that down. Yeah, both the discussion with Aaron and that discussion are very interesting. I'd like to hear that.
Okay, and so Andrew, you know Chessa. So when she has that discussion, you can jump on her live and debate.
Yes, please. Welcome. Yeah.
All right.
I can't wait for you to crap talk. Just shit talk. Right. I'll just say shit talk.
Sorry, my Google's, everything is short circuiting here. All right. So Molly, you were about to say something. Hopefully you can remember.
Yeah. Hang on. Yeah. So basically, I tried meditation because I was told it would be useful because of all the anxiety stuff going on. Because my brain is a hot mess in its own ways. But anyway, so I found that trying to meditating and trying to disassociate doesn't help me. What helps me, and I guess maybe Andrew is referring to something like that, what helps me is having a crack at whatever is bothering me and actively just going at it and resolving it. Because procrastination, like when I feel that I'm like pushing something to the side, or when I feel like I'm not actively doing something to resolve the issue, it makes me feel worse about it, I guess. I have that like working, like, that worker ant attitude. I always have to keep going, and having a crack at whatever is bothering me, and just actively try and find a way to resolve it ASAP, or the best way I can. And maybe that's what I'm referring to, maybe something like that.
For me, I think
Hey
meditation
guys,
is helping. Go ahead, Aaron.
I just wanted to share something with you, and it's going to take me off camera for a minute, but it's a poem,
Okay.
and it's by a gentleman named Jalaluddin Rumi. Anybody that knows the word Rumi, R-U-M-I, knows what it is. And this poem speaks to everyone, as far as, like, because, all right, hang on, let me look for it real quick. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Me when I go off screen?
We
Can
can
you
hear
guys
you.
hear me when I go
Yeah.
off screen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna mute. I'm gonna mute everybody's mics, so it'll just be Aaron. Okay. Looks like Aaron froze a little bit
Yeah,
there.
it looks like Aaron froze.
Okay, we'll come back to you, Aaron. So Chessa, what do you have for us? I'm excited. I really want to know.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Wait.
Is he back? Are you back?
I can hear you. Maybe.
Oh, I can't hear.
No, I can't hear now either. Oh, yes. There. I hear.
Or take this love is beyond the sleep on. I've given up on my brain. I've torn the claws to shreds and thrown it away. If you're not completely naked, wrap your beautiful robe of words around you and sleep.
Wow. From what I could hear,
I don't know if you guys heard that or not.
It was in and out.
It was in and out.
What was the name of it?
It's called Those Who Don't Feel This Love.
Well, can you? Is it a
Rumi,
private
R-U-M-I.
poem? Can you send it to us so we can? So she'll
Yes,
at least
I will.
have it. So that okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Aaron. You came on here with a poem, and you know what, Aaron? Look at Aaron's art behind it. Can I see the picture now? Sorry, do this. Do one of these. The picture behind him. Aaron is very cultured, y'all. Yeah, I mean hip hop. He from anywhere from hip hop to religious iconic. I can never say that. Iconic, whatever. Art and devotion. Even though, would you consider yourself a religious man? And I'm not asking for a Bible discussion. I just want to know whether or not you atheist, really.
No. What I was going to say was Rumi was actually riding. Yeah, Rumi was actually riding on a donkey one time and then fell out on the ground and basically had what was a seizure. Because at the time he was a Sufi cleric. But he fell out on the ground and had basically what was a seizure. And when he came back up, he was just like, started writing poetry out the frame. And it's all about one love that everybody has. Everybody has access to it. Everyone can use it. Okay?
I love this. This is what we're talking about here. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, Aaron. I thought you was finished.
No, it's okay. I was just saying, as he said in the poem, he's like, this love is beyond theology, that old trickery and hypocrisy. If you wish to improve yourself that way, wrap your beautiful robe of words around you and sleep.
That's beautiful.
He put the hammer down. He was like, nah, it has nothing to do with that. It's the love that we share person to person, face to face, each person individual as you meet them. And, you know,
we need to have like a glass table talent show or some type of open mic. Y'all are talented. Everybody on this panel is talented.
I have been accused.
Maybe I'll bring my saxophone.
Yes.
Yes.
I have been accused of being a good singer, but
that.
Yes.
I will sing a song for y'all, but y'all are going deaf. I'm sorry.
This is what I wanted for Use Our Voice. This is why I have people like Aaron and Matt and Ben and you guys on my show, because you are all talented. You all have talent.
I've got a suggestion.
Yes.
TGT's Got Talent.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey.
Emma be on with them slogans, y'all. Emma, she be coming up with it. It's like it's off the dome. Okay, so we got right. It's off the dome. Yeah, go ahead, Aaron. Can you hear me?
Okay, I was going to say.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. It's kind of choppy a little bit, but it's okay. Hang on one second.
And before we go, while Aaron's getting that together, I'm going to say we have a few more minutes left in our stream, so we're going to give Chessa the last word.
But I was going to say, Spencer,
yes,
it's a movie that you should watch. If you can find it on Hulu, a Prime Video, or whatever. It's called Waking Life. Waking Life.
I'm about to write that down.
It was actually filmed like a film, but they went over it and they animated it.
What?
And it's like a 2.5 hour long philosophy course. Yes. Waking Life.
Andrew has a prom.
I know Ben. I can see him over there nodding.
All right, so we got a few minutes left in our stream. We're gonna give the last word to the birthday girl.
Okay, let me know if I go robotic. Okay. Does anybody have a candle nearby? Anybody want to do this with me? It's up to you.
Oh, I don't have
a candle. Not anything too crazy. It doesn't have to do with God or anything. It's up to you. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm not going to go too much into it. If anybody wants me to do a separate video, I can do a separate video and go through like the steps of what I do. But I had really bad postpartum after I had my daughter. And so it was really hard for me to get motivated. I was super, super depressed. So I started trying to do arts and crafts to make myself feel better. And so I saw really cool candle bases that you put candles in that people did from home. And I was like, wow, those are so pretty. So I started doing them. Well, at the same time, I was trying to learn to meditate. So I kind of combined the two. And I started making different candles, and I called them wishing candles. And it was kind of like what we were talking about before. I was trying to project myself forward because I was in such a negative space, and I had so much toxicity, and my mind was sapped of nutrients. It was trying to regain itself. You know, I was not in a good place, but I wanted to put myself there. So I started surrounding myself with things that made me feel love, and then made me feel support. And I started sitting down and trying to meditate on what I wanted in my life and what positivity I had from before that I wanted to bring back into my life now. So I started getting things together. Like this is the lug off my dad's drum kit, his last drum kit he had. So I have that there. This is one of the shells that Lily and I picked up at the lake. And she also likes to get these little Cronenbergs. You can see it here. They're little things down at the lake. So she'll find those and she'll bring them home. So I just have stuff like that around.
Hang on, Chessa. Our stream cut out for a second.
Oh, sorry.
I have no idea what's going on here. I don't want you to just be talking and people can't hear us. Hey, you guys. Looks like my comments are going through now. Can you hear us? We just want to make sure you can see us because we cut out there. All right, Chessa. I'm sorry. To be frank, we lost you after postpartum.
Okay. So I was feeling like I was in a really toxic space. And I wanted to put myself in a place of love and project myself forward into the person that I wanted to be. So I started trying to meditate on my positivity from before, because usually you're so filled with negativity, you're thrown to a negative place, especially when with postpartum, you have no nutrients in your brain. Like you've been pregnant, you've had this child, you've given your entire being to this child. So you have to take the time to rebuild yourself. Can everybody still hear me? Yeah, okay. So I started surrounding myself with stuff. I started making wishing candles. I started doing arts and crafts, and I saw cool candle bases. So I decided designing them. And so I'll keep stuff around me, like my dad's lug nut off his last drum kit. This is something I keep around. And this is a shell that Lily and I pick up from the beach. And also she'll find these Cronenbergs. I think that's what I was showing before. So we'll put those together. And then I'll write stuff down on a piece of paper. Like if I have any goals, like I want to start a business. Let's say you want to start a business, or you want to have a more loving personality. Maybe you've felt really negative and toxic, so you want to find a way to bring some positivity back into your life. So you can write down that. You roll it up, and then I use sage, because they say sage cleanses the air, kind of. It's like a cleaning of the air. So I usually use sage, and then I have a candle. And just surround yourself with the things that you like. So did everybody get that? Is everybody ready? Anybody who wants to do this? Yeah? Okay, cool. So I also do this with Lily, and because I incorporated glitter into my face today, because we're doing a whole glitter happy birthday day, I'm going to start with glitter that I actually use with Lily. She likes doing this too. We do our own little version of it. And so this, I'll ask her, what does this color mean? And she'll say happiness. And I'll say, okay, happiness. And I'll say, think about all the people in your life that you love, that you want to be happy. Who do you want that to be? So think about that. Think about how you want to be happy. Think about the times in your life where you felt the most in tune with yourself, where you felt the most present and you felt the most joy. Wherever that was. It could be a place you can't get to anymore. It could be with people you don't have anymore. But think about that feeling. And then wish it into your future. Try to think about the ways that you would put that there. Things you could do, steps you could take to come back to yourself. And then you take it and you just sprinkle it over. And then Lily started doing this. She'll take one, so I'm going to do it today. You guys don't have to do it, but she's a little girl. She's a kid, so she loves doing that. She'll go boop right there, and I'll go boop. So she do that for every single one. So we have gold, happiness. We have green, so wealth. And what I always tell Lily is I say, wealth is not just money. Wealth is not just money. Wealth can be a lot of things. So think about what wealth is. Think about when you felt the most wealthy, the most bountiful. You've had the most resources. You've had the most support and community. Put yourself there. Even if it's a place you can't get to anymore, put yourself there. And think about how you can put that in your future. Who can you surround yourself with that brings joy to your life? Like all of you beautiful people who showed up to wish me happy birthday today do. You bring joy to my day. Think about who you want there and how you can keep them there. That's important. So you take that and then you sprinkle that. And you can use anything. These are all just psychological ways to put yourself somewhere. This doesn't have to be anything juju related if you don't want it to be. It doesn't have to be anti-Christian. Doesn't have to be anti-Buddhist. It's you. It's you, okay? So you're adding to yourself. So you take that one. Oh, and I forgot. Boop, boop. And then we have two more. We have peace, okay? So I know that's one we've been lacking is peace, right? For a lot of us, it has not been a peaceful time. There's a lot going on in the world. A lot of us have been stuck at home. A lot of us have been grumpy. A lot of us have cut our bangs because we're not at peace, okay? That has happened, yes. Doing the Britney, right? Doing the Britney, okay? So think about how to regain that. Think about how to regain your peace. Where you felt the most peaceful, even if you can't get there anymore. And where you think you could find that again. Maybe it's not there yet. Maybe it's something you've wanted to do, but you haven't made time for it in your life. think about what you could do to bring some peace to yourself, because that's so important. None of us really have that right now. And we're going through a very tumultuous time period. And a lot of us are already dealing with insurmountable things. So trying to find your peace and be present in your peace and be comfortable with it, because sometimes that's not comfortable. It's not comfortable to be peaceful. We've been running for so long. We've been freaking out. You know, it's not comfortable to be at that place and be okay with yourself and be okay with where you are. So think about that. Try to find a place to ground yourself. And then you just sprinkle that there. And then, boop, mentally doing that to all of you. You're welcome. I'll probably have Lily do this with me. She would get a kick out of that. Oh my God. Okay. And then our last one, the most important one, no matter what religion you believe in, is love. So everything you love, when you felt the most loved, I know this day, right now, will be one of those memories for me. Where did you feel the most in touch with the people around you? Where did you share that love the most? Even if you can't get there anymore. Even if they're gone. Sorry. That was my dad for me, you know.
Oh, Chessa, take your time.
Sorry. So it can be whatever it is, even if you can't get there anymore. Think about who you love. Maybe you can't get to them. Maybe it's hard. Maybe you can't be out about your relationship. Maybe you live in a different country or a different state. Maybe there's just that distance there in between you. Maybe it's someone that you have lost connection with, that you've lost a friendship and you're very sad over. And it was a miscommunication or it was a difference of opinion. But you want love to be stronger than that. You're just scared. Think about that person. Even if you can't get to them anymore, think about what you wanted to tell them, how you want them to feel, how you can get that across to them if they're still here. And even if they're gone, how you can remember them and put that there, okay? Sorry. So you sprinkle that there. And I tell you guys, this helped me through a lot, okay? This helped me through a lot of trauma. And I've been to many, many different therapists. I have a therapist now I love, but there have been plenty I didn't. So it was really hard for me to find a way to do this. And a lot of us develop bad coping mechanisms, myself included, right? We all have our problems. We all have our issues. We all have our struggles. That's fine. That's fine. But try to find something positive. Even if it's not this, even if, fuck candles. Like if you want to make shoes or you want to walk every day or you want to get a dog, like fine. Like live in yourself. Do what you want to do. Don't waste your time trying to conform to somebody else's narrative or feeling stuck in your life because you don't yet have the resources to get yourself into a more stable place. Look for that every day because it will appear to you, even if it's just something small. You can find something in beautiful in every day, even when you feel like the entire earth is a vacuum, like you're in a void. There's still something you can observe around you. There's still some opportunity that can come your way. And if you're too drawn into the negative part, if you're too dissociated to really be present, to find your potential, you'll miss it. So this is a good way to bring yourself back to that. So is everybody ready?
Yay.
Yeah?
No,
Okay.
she said she not a Christian and a preacher, but she preaching, y'all.
All right,
I'm
so we're gonna
motivated.
do it. We're gonna do it. You ready? All right, so whoever's doing this, grab your lighters and do this however you want. You want to listen to rock music? You want to go like this during? That's fine. You want to, whatever you want to do it. Make music, sing, dance, do some, paint, whatever you want to do. Okay. So I wrote down some things that I wanted. I wrote down some people that mattered to me. I rolled it up. Okay, and I put it around a sage stick. And because Spencer was talking earlier about needing to find some more positivity in her life, needing to find some more respect from people who need to respect her, needing to find, you know, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to light this sage, okay? And we're going to give this beautiful girl and Emma and Molly and Ben and everybody else out there who's having a hard time today. Boom.
All
Clean
right.
that air. Clean that air, okay? And then we're going to take this and light it. Always have something close so you don't set your whole house on fire, okay? So I have a Matryoshka doll. I'm going to use that, Okay, so you take this, you light it. You don't have to leave it burning if you don't want to, but if you have something it can catch in, do that, wave it around a few times. Just think about releasing it into the air, okay? I saw that bell. Release it into the air. Think about what you want. Think about writing down things, maybe even negative energy that you've been feeling. Maybe you're mad at someone. Write a letter, burn it. Just be safe about it. You'll feel good. You'll feel better. It doesn't hurt anybody. It's just for you.
I did that
Then you
with
take
my
your
ex.
candle. Huh?
I did that with my ex. I wrote a big ass letter and said, "You fucking assaulted me," and burned that motherfucker down. It felt good.
Feel good? Yes, there you go. So even if it's something negative, you can turn it into a positive. You can turn negative energy into a positive. Don't feel afraid to be mad. Don't feel afraid to be angry or upset or sad. Use it. Use it to empower yourself. Don't let it knock you down. Use it as a platform. Don't let it put you somewhere you don't want to be. Don't let it control you. You have the power over your life. Okay? Try not to preach. Sorry. I was a good pioneer. Okay. So you light your candle. And then if, oh, my wick's not up. Sorry. You light your candle. There we go. All right, candle's lit. So then you can take as much time on this if you need. If you need to blow it right out, blow it right out. If you want to sit and think a while on the things you've been thinking about all the people you love, the wealth, the peace, the happiness, all of that. If there's something you feel you get stuck in, maybe you start thinking about something for a while you're doing this. You know, you bring up people, you bring up things that you love, you bring up places you were. Think on that if you want to. Don't worry about clearing your mind. Just focus on what you want to think about that brings you joy. And then you're going to think about it. You're going to do whatever else you want to do during this time period. Some people write books. Some people do artwork. You know, if you want to leave that candle lit, leave it lit. Let it bring some light into your life, okay? And then now we're going to, whatever you want to do, I'm going to say happy birthday, Emma's dad. I'm going to say happy anniversary, Spencer, right? Happy birthday to Pumpkin, right? And Ben, I love you. Thank you so much. Oh, wow.
Fire.
So much. Matt, Aaron, oh my God. Everybody who wished me a happy birthday, thank you guys so much. Ben, your advice on starting a business, I will take that to heart. I will consider that. Thank you, universe, for using Ben to bring that to me today. And I love everybody here, and I wish you love, peace, happiness, wealth, and everything else. And then blow out your candle. And you're done. Abracadabra.
You fucking winding up then, girl.
I know. I don't have a candle, so I was kind of waving. Don't ask me why. I just was like,
You're good.
Show y'all.
This is
Thank
yeah.
you for having me on. It was really an honor to be here with
What
you.
do you mean? Because you're not going to be a stranger. You're coming back, right? You will be back for Pride.
My friend Lola Maria wants to join us.
Yes,
oh yes, bring Lola, please. Bring Lola along.
And hopefully, my silly ass best friend, who's my Ben, will also be on. I'm trying to persuade him, but he's like super camera shy also. I'm trying to get him to come on because he actually doesn't even know. He doesn't even know how much he had me like distance myself from the JW bullshit because we met like right after I woke up and stuff. So
okay,
anyway,
that's awesome.
I'm gonna go like.
Okay, so we're going to sign off. Before we sign off, we want to thank you guys for joining us and staying us for the entire stream. We went a little over, but you know it's Chessa's birthday.
Yes.
So Chessa, before I'll let you go, are you doing anything after? Because I forgot to ask you.
You mean after this?
Yeah, like going live or anything like that.
I don't think so because I have to get the house ready. James's birthday is today too, and so I'm gonna. It was yesterday. Sorry, his is yesterday. Mine's tomorrow, but we are doing it today, so we're having a little thing. So I want to get the house ready. But I will try to be live again soon. Yeah.
Okay, so check out Chessa's lives with Use Our Voice and her is it UVO late nights?
UOB late nights, yeah. And you can hit the subscriber button or the notification bell, and that's how you'll know when any of us will be on. You can use it for everybody.
Make sure you subscribe to the glass table, like the ticker is saying. And also, like Emma said, Emma's looking for a winner, y'all. But
Yes.
we need a few more entries. And Emma, you said you're closing out the competition this week?
Yeah, probably next week. I reckon give it another week and then choose a winner.
All right. So, and then make sure you check out me and Molly on Duncan Religion this Tuesday.
I want to be on there sometime. At some point, I want to be on. Yeah.
We dunk on them, and what Molly they try to dunk on us.
Yes, that's his podcast. That's Ben's podcast. He tells campfire stories. It's so good. He just started it. So please check it out. Mysteries of the Midwest.
Oh, okay.
So I listen to it every week. Sorry.
Ben, how can we get your podcast? Is it on YouTube?
You know what? It's on anywhere you can listen to podcasts, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You just type in Myths and Mysteries of the Midwest, and it's just campfire tales. It's just for fun. So imagine you're gathering around my little campfire, and I'm hosting you, and we're roasting marshmallows. Light a candle.
All right. Marshmallows optional. You know, just start a little fire in your house and just not really. I'm joking.
Do it, please. But don't blame me. Please don't sue me.
Yes, no suit, no lawsuit. Yeah.
We want to thank again for everybody for joining us and all the birthday wishes, all the anniversary wishes, and you guys started early in the week giving us those. So we thank you for following our page, for subscribing to our channel, and if you haven't, why haven't you? Subscribed? Awesome.
Don't let Spencer get on you.
All right.
You better do it now.
I'm all about the plug. I'm always like, check this out.
Molly will hunt you down too. Molly's just over there writing down names. She's just like,
I know how to hide about it. Just kidding.
So we want to thank you guys for joining us. We are signing off. And you guys make sure you join us next week. Bye.
Bye.